Alright boys, I just got done recording a different video. Don't know where I'm going to post that one, but I'm going to post this one on a third channel. I just want to get right into it, okay? I'm sorry for apologizing, bro. I am sorry for apologizing. I posted a member-only podcast episode yesterday, and it was me walking on the same path, okay, that I'm walking on today. And I said at kind of like the end of the video, like, I'm sorry to all those people who have left the community and, you know, those who I felt like I disrespected in some kind of way to make them leave the community. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I am Feed Stuns, the YouTuber. You probably never even heard of me, but if this is your first ever time seeing me, and I'm talking about how people are leaving the community, this probably isn't like a good first hand angle of me. I'm gonna walk this way actually. But yeah, I just wanna say, like, this video is basically just talking about, like, bro, you don't need to be a people pleaser all the time, Like, there's so many people that, like, people please all the time, and stop it, bro. You're pissing people off. I think if you're a people pleaser, you're actually just a people pisser offer, okay? Like, you're pissing people off. Like, I had this friend who I've known for ages. I'm not gonna name him because he might be watching this, but, like, I had to, like, let him know at some point, bro. Like, I actually let him know, like, a few months ago. Like, it actually pissed me off, bro. Like, he would always, like, I'd tell him something, right? I'd let him know something. And he'd always, like, agree. And, like, he'd always, like, say, yeah, I agree. Or, yeah, you're completely right. And then, like, if I disagreed with something, he'd be like, yeah, that's right. And I knew deep down he didn't actually agree with me, but he was just doing it to dick ride. I was like, bro, why are you always dick riding, bro? Why are you always meat riding? You don't need to meat ride, bro. Like, if you have a different opinion, that makes you a more interesting person, okay? And that goes for everything. That goes for you watching, okay? You don't always have to people please, whether it's your friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, grandmother, dog, fish, horse, sister, brother, whatever, bro, whoever it is. Like, you don't need to, like, always agree with them, bro. Like, especially if, like, you're in a talking stage, bro. This is what I learned, okay? After talking to many, many women in my time, because I always talk to women. That's a lie. But, like, in the experience I've had talking to women in the talking stage, okay, that have always failed. They've always failed, in my knowledge, because of the fact that I'm not interesting. And if you feel like you're not interesting, bro, look deep inside, right? Look inside yourself and say, what makes me boring? What makes me not interesting? And usually the answer is, like, you're too agreeable. Like, you're too scared to say how you feel. And I think that goes for so many people in the world. Like, bro, say how you feel at all times, bro. Please. Like, if something makes you uncomfortable, say it. If you disagree with someone, say it. If you actually agree with someone, say it and explain it, And even if you disagree with someone, or agree, or, feel like something made you uncomfortable, say it and explain it, bro. Or maybe, actually, no. You don't even always have to explain it. You can just, like, say that, like, hey, that made me feel uncomfortable. And then you can just leave it off at that if you want to. Like, people nowadays are so scared to say how they feel because they feel like they're gonna lose something. Like, I remember, like, I was in school, right? This was recently as well, and, like, I turned 18. I turned 18 in October, last October, right? I'll be 19 this year, and, like, I remember I was talking to my teacher, and she was, like, yelling at me for not doing the homework, and she was, like, kind of, like, treating me like a child. And I said, Miss, please, I'm an adult now. I need you to treat me with some type of respect. Like, you need to realize, like, we're not all children here anymore, and I need you to treat me like the adult that I am. So treat me with respect, or I'm gonna walk out of this class. I remember she just stood there for a few seconds, and she's like, all right. And it's like, she stopped. Like, she didn't ask me about the homework anymore. After that, she just, like, checked it, and, like, I remember, and it's not even like that I don't do my homework. I always do my homework. I always do my work because I'm a good boy. And like I always make sure I get the work done on time. I never misbehave in school and everything. So there's like also from there no reason to even start on me like that. But yeah, um, and like speaking out like that actually worked in my favor. But like yeah, again, I didn't. There's another time where like I didn't do my homework and she just like asked me if I did it. I said no. I said all right. And she completely stopped like yelling at me after that. Because like bro, I spoke out. I said how I felt. I asked her to treat me with some type of respect, and that's what she did, bro. So yeah, I mean it worked, bro. It worked. Anyway, so I'm chilling, bro. And there's been like so many other times where it's been like that. And it's worked out, bro. And it's not always gonna work out. People are gonna fight back. People are not always gonna be agreeable. People aren't always gonna understand. And those are the type of people that you need to try and like stay away from, and like not talk to and stop being friends with, because those are people that are always gonna be people pleasers. They're never gonna understand like to say your truth, say how you feel. I think if you say how you feel, those people that do understand and those people that agree and do say how they feel at all times will always respect and understand that you said how you felt. And like I'm not great at this, okay? I really am not. I've done it a few times, like I said, and it's worked out. Sometimes it hasn't worked out, and that's okay. You live and you grow. You learn from your mistakes, and you try. That's another thing. You learn from your mistakes. I don't know if you can even hear what I'm saying because there's so many cars passing by, but you learn from your mistakes at all times, bro. And I think that's another thing that people need to understand. Like, I think, like, imagine how much easier the world would be if everybody just said how they felt and no way like sugarcoated things, no way made it like, bro, you know how hard it makes bro, it makes relationships so much harder, and like even friendships so much harder if you don't say exactly how you feel. If you always sugarcoat things and try and put them in the best way you can, and tighten them up nicely and in a nice little gift basket or wrapping paper, they're gonna take it the wrong way, and then it's gonna come back up in the future, and it's gonna be a mess, and it's probably gonna end your relationship or friendship. But let's just say your friend says something racist as a joke, right? And you didn't like that. Just say that. Don't just like laugh it off and say, haha, yeah, that was funny, even though you didn't find it funny or you didn't like it. Like, bro, I remember I had this guy in my friend group that I didn't like. All my other friends liked him. I hated him, bro. As because I didn't know him too well. All my other friends knew him. I didn't know him that well. And he'd always be like, touching on me and stuff, And that, I'm cool with that with like friends I actually know. But like with this guy that I didn't know, like he was just touching on me because he was in the friend group, sure, but I didn't know him like that. And like it got to a point, he touched on me like the third day in a row. I was like, bro, stop fucking touching on me, bro. I don't know you like that. Relax, okay? I'll get to know you more, but right now I don't want to get to know you anymore at the moment because you keep on fucking touching on me. I don't know you like that, bro. Relax. Hands off, bro. And you stop from there. And I never really got to know him because of the fact that you just like, oh my god, that's a guy from my class. Yo, that guy in the car was a guy from my class. That's kind of crazy. That guy hates me though. But yeah, I never got to know him because of the fact that I never wanted to know him because he always I hated him. I didn't like him anymore. And that goes back to what I was saying at the start of the video. You don't need to be a people pleaser, bro. You don't always need to forgive people. Sure, forgive people if they made a mistake, a small mistake, like, I don't know, bro. Like, my mind's too full to think about A small mistake. Man, I haven't applied for a college yet, and I ran out of time. I was supposed to apply for a college from like September to I think end of April, and I was like, oh man, I'll do it later. And I got to that was like back in February. No, that was back in September. Then it got to February, and I was like, man, I gotta do this like now. So I tried to apply, but I didn't know you had to pay. So I got to the credit card screen to pay. I was like, okay, I'll ask my father. I'm applying for colleges. Can I use your credit card? I was like, yeah. So he gave me my credit card. And I paid for it, right? Or I tried to. I put in all the details. And then he went out to, I think, pick up one of my family members from like a thing. They're going. I forget where it was because this was February. It's now May, end of May. But he went to pick up one of my family members from something, and then asked me to verify to pay for that, right? But he wasn't at the house, so I texted him, and he wasn't responding. So I kind of like just left it there. And then he finally texted me. I put in the code, and I said processing. So I left it. I was looking at the screen. I didn't like forget about it. I left it there. I was waiting for the screen basically. And I just said like, we'll send you the confirmation email. I never got an email, bro. I know for exact fact that I put in the right email. I never got an email again. So I'm not sure, like, and the money never got taken out of the bank account either. So I'm not sure what happened there. And obviously it's my fault that, I didn't apply for the colleges. I didn't try to apply again. But at that time I didn't have a credit card because I was having a bunch of issues with my ID. Nobody was wanting to help me with an ID. Like I'm talking like no family members wanted to help me. The government agencies that I went to were giving me a bunch of shit about it, like, well, if you want to get this card to help you get a credit card, you have to get a passport. So I go to the passport office and they're like, oh, well, if you want to get a passport office, you have to get this card. And it's the card that I need a passport for. So if I don't have a passport, I can't get the card. If I don't have the card, I can't get a passport. And yeah, so I had no one helping me with it. Finally, I actually came across somebody that was willing to help me with it. And that was my father. So yeah. Man, it was rough, bro. And I don't want to blame anybody for, me not getting into college because it's my own fault at the end of the day, bro. I should have tried. I should have kept on trying. And it doesn't mean that I can't go to college at all anymore. It just means I gotta wait an extra year to apply again because their applications are closed right now. So right now, bro, I just gotta hope that either streaming pops off, which is looking more and more unlikely every day if I don't have my PC because my PC is broken, or I get a summer job, which I will probably get a summer job anyway. I'll probably get a summer job anyway. It's fine. I would rather work a summer job right now than stay at home all day, because that's what I did last year, right? I stayed at home all day, streaming, and like, yes, I made money. I made like a good amount of money, but bro, it was depressing, man. Like none of my friends wanted to invite me out because they invited me out like a few times beforehand. I said no, I can't right now because I got work, and obviously they knew that work was streaming, and I just never got invited again during that whole summer. And it was like, I remember like July or August, I was like just sitting at home like, fuck, bro, like what have I done, bro? Like, did I end my relationships with my friends? And I texted them. I was like, yo, like, I texted them, but I also had a friend, her name is Eve, and like she was in a stream. She's watching one of my streams, and she's like, what have you been doing during the summer? I just said like I've been streaming because, I can't go out, and I didn't really explain to her like, and again, this was like before I really thought about like saying how I felt, and I was kind of too embarrassed to like say that like I didn't get invited out by my friends because like I told them I was streaming, So I think I'm gonna turn back. So I just told her like, you know, I've been busy streaming. So she said, you know, I'm gonna plan out a bowling trip with us and some friends. I was like, all right, bet. And I realized after that one of my friends was watching the stream and he was like, yo, like Susie is just like not being going out, and she felt bad. So then she planned that out, and I was like, bro, like, and it was cool, but like it was a good time actually. It was a good time. I enjoyed it, and I told her like I appreciated it. Obviously, you know, I had to pay for my place in the bowling. You know, she's not made out of money, so she couldn't pay for everybody. But it was a good time. You know, like all my friends went, but she only planned it because of the fact that she felt bad for me not going out, and that was the only time I went out during the summer, bro. Um, but you know, that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy the streaming. It was just like the times I didn't stream, I was just sitting inside and going out for walks whenever it was sunny, which was like kind of rare last year. Because I live in Ireland, so it's like the weather's just like never good, bro. And that's why I'm outside right now for so long. I've been out for like an hour and a half right now, and it's like it's good, but it never usually is, bro. I look good though. I look good right now. Um, yeah. So I think I'm gonna go out. I think I have a road trip planned with my friends in July. We're gonna go to a few counties because one of my friends recently got a car. I've been in it like 3 times, and he's like, he passed his driver's test. He's like, not a learner anymore. He's a novice, I think it's called. Um, so he's pretty good. But yeah, that's that. What was I saying before this though? I actually don't know. I forgot what I was saying. But I mean, I actually enjoy recording, bro. I actually enjoy recording these because I don't know. I just like I can vent. I don't vent too much, you know, because I don't go to therapy or anything. Too much money, bro. Too much money. Yeah. But I don't know, bro. Basically, the message I'm trying to send is, don't be a people pleaser. I'm sorry for apologizing. Or I guess you can flip that as well. What sounds tougher, actually? I wonder what sounds tougher. Sorry for apologizing, or I apologize for sorry. No, that doesn't make sense. Um, yeah, I'm sorry for apologizing, guys. Okay, and don't be a people pleaser, and always say how you feel because it makes your life so much easier, bro. If you say how you feel at all times, bro, your life will become so much easier. I promise you that. Okay, and I'm not too good at it right now, but I mean, the times that I have said it, have said how I felt, I've been respected for it, and it's made my life easier. So, yeah. Um, Thank you for watching. This is gonna go on the third channel. So if you are a new viewer of the third channel, I have a main channel, Feast Sons. It's completely unrelated content. I post Minecraft videos on there, and I have 17,000 subscribers on there. So yeah. If you want to check it out, if you're into Minecraft. But if you're into, you know, walk and talk videos about bullshit, then definitely subscribe to this channel because there will be more, I think. More videos like this. As long as the weather is good, which that will probably not last too long at all. I'm definitely not going to record these when it's freezing cold because my hands would freeze off, you know, because I'm recording these with my hands. You know, I don't have like a tripod or anything. And you know, I'm new to this. I'm new to recording outside by myself, talking to a camera. And whenever people walk past, I just have to pretend like it's a video call that I'm on. So yeah, if I ever just like randomly get silent while I'm talking, or if I, you know, randomly say yeah in the middle of a sentence where it doesn't make sense, it's because of the fact that somebody's walking past and I want to pretend like I'm on a video call instead of just recording myself because that's it makes me look like a weirdo. And you know, I don't really care about what people think about me. I guess that's another thing we could talk about is like, you shouldn't care about what people think about you. I think I'm just gonna make that a separate video though, but probably not today because of the fact that I kind of want to go home. It's way too warm. It's 25 degrees Celsius right now. That's like 80. I want to say 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Any Americans, let me know if I'm right. And yeah, I think the next video will be like, stop caring about what people think about you, because I've actually been getting really good at that, low key. I'm not perfect at it yet because I'm still kind of like looking around to see if people are looking at me, and even if they are, which there definitely is, 2 people behind me, they are looking at me really weirdly. But I don't care, bro. Like, they can think what they want to think. Again, people will have their own opinions, and like, especially when it comes to strangers, bro. Like, they're gonna forget about it in like 4 seconds. Like, I think I read somewhere like the mind, like the human brain, like, oh my god, that scared me. The human brain only like remembers people that you walk past on the street 4 seconds for 4 seconds, and then you forget about them. And you know, I think that's true. I think that might actually be true, bro. Like, think about the last time you like took a walk, right? Or you went outside and like you passed by a stranger, you know? Like, you probably didn't remember them 4 seconds or 5 seconds or 10 seconds after you saw them, right? You probably just forgot about them, because why would you remember them if they're just like a random stranger that didn't do anything? They just walked past, you know? So that's another thing, and that's why I was able to like record those TikToks. Oh man, I gotta cross this road, bro. How do I cross this road with so many cars? That's why I was able to record. I think I'm just gonna walk to the traffic light, which is so far up ahead. But I mean, I guess I'll keep on talking. But that's why I was able to record those TikToks back in 2024. And if you don't know who I am, like, long story, bro. I used to record TikToks back in 2024, asking, like, it was like a series, asking strangers brain rock questions, right? And the questions would be like, you know, would you rather raise up John Pork or go to Ohio? You know, it was like really cringe stuff. But you know, that stuff was popular in 2024. Yeah, I don't think I want to cross, bro. I don't think I want to cross while I'm recording. I'm probably gonna get hit by a car. So I'll just walk up to the traffic light. Frick it, bro. It doesn't even matter. But actually, I might go to a shop, actually. Low key, I might get a chocolate bar, bro. I might treat myself for recording 2 videos on the same day. But like, yeah, I was able to record those videos because like I wouldn't just like go up to people and start recording them already, because I think that's really weird. I would hate if that happened to me. So I'd go up to them with my friends who would be recording. If we like, they would only record, right? Basically, the whole thing was, me and my friend would go out. He would be the one that records, but before he starts recording, I would go up to the people and ask, "Hey, do you want to be in a recorded interview? It will take like 20 seconds." And if they said no, we'd move on. And if they said yes, then we would start recording and would ask the questions, you know? And I think that's the best way to do it, bro. Honestly, I don't really agree with people just going up to strangers, even if it's like a one-party consent state, where it's like recording only takes one person to consent, and that's that one person recording. But I think it's just like you should like definitely ask people if they want to be recorded before you start recording them. You know, like, I think it's really good if you don't do that. At least in my opinion. So that's why I would always ask people if they want to be in a recorded interview before I start recording, because yeah, I'd feel weird about like just posting people that don't know that they're being recorded, or like only find out they're being recorded in the last few seconds of being recorded in the video. And yeah, so basically, anyway, that's not my point. My point was, like, I was able to do that even as an introvert back in the day, back in 2024 when I was 16. I was able to do that because like I knew that these were strangers that I'd probably never ever see again, you know? Like, if you go up to a stranger, right? And that's why you should always ask out, like, maybe not always ask out, but like, if you see a good looking person out on the street, right? Have the balls or the ovaries, if you're a woman, to go up to them and ask them out, or like, you know, try and make a move, bro. That doesn't mean like assault them, bro. That doesn't mean start touching on them. That means like go up to them and say like, yo, I think you're attractive. What's your name? How old are you? That's a good question. Great question. And like, say like, how does it sound if we go out for a coffee? Maybe before you ask that, maybe like ask like for their Instagram or number or something like that. But after that, like, you know, I think that's why you should do that, because of the fact that like they're strangers, bro. Like you shouldn't be so afraid to like go up to a stranger that you know you're probably never gonna see again. I'm sure you're probably gonna see that person again if they say yes and they fall for the riz. But if they say no, bro, like what's the big deal? You know, what is the big deal, bro? They're gonna forget about that in like 2 minutes time, maybe not 2 minutes, but like in like a week time, they're gonna forget that happened. And if they don't forget about it, the only thing that they're gonna remember is the fact that you called them attractive and that you think they're attractive, right? Like, oh wow, I got called attractive by a stranger. That's probably gonna boost your ego, but and what's wrong with that, you know? Everyone needs a little bit of ego, especially nowadays, bro. Like times are tough. But yeah, I think that's what you should think about, especially when you're when you know you're never gonna see them again. That's what helped me through like recording those, was like knowing that I'm never gonna see them again. So yeah. Also, I got a little bit nervous, bro. I got a little bit nervous because an attractive woman walked past. But yeah. Just have to pretend like I'm on a video call. But yeah. I think I'm just gonna end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. This video is way longer than I thought it was gonna be. I think I was like gonna end the video like at 6 minutes, but I kept on talking, and I think that's a good thing, bro. I think I'm getting better at talking. These videos are improving my thought process, how much I talk, and you know, you need to talk a lot when you're streaming. But like I feel like I was way worse at talking to people or talking for a long period of time when like you're sitting in a room, bro. Like I would recommend, like, if you want to like just get all your thoughts out properly, then definitely like record a video. Actually, I'm gonna walk this way, bro. I'm gonna keep on talking. But I think if you want to keep on talking, definitely like start recording yourself outside talking, or like just talk to yourself outside anyway. Maybe pretend like you're on the phone. It doesn't have to be like a video call. Just like, you know, even just audio. Just like pretend like you're talking to somebody. And just, bro, you can just keep on talking, bro. Like I feel like I can go for like a 3-hour walk and just like keep on talking. Cause like I think I read somewhere recently, because I recorded a video outside yesterday, and I said like I looked it up, like why was I able to like talk for so long outside, but you know I wasn't able to talk for that long when I was like sitting in my room trying to record another podcast. I was like, it's because like you're passing by so many different things. Your brain is like processing so many different things at once, and like that helps you process what you want to talk about, and it gives you like, it feels like your creativity and stuff like that. Apparently, anyway, that's what I've read. Okay, like when you're passing by so many different things, and like fresh air helps like your brain think of new things and always talk. And I just hope people can use this as a podcast, maybe to sleep, maybe to just like listen to in the background. You know what I'm saying? There's a few people walking behind me, so I'm gonna put the camera down a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the video here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I think I got everything off my mind for now. I'm gonna listen to a little bit of Kanye before I head back home. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Goodbye. Third channel, don't care.